Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. So, good morning. Welcome back to another beginners, intermediate, all ages kung fu class. The school was on vacation last week, so we're back in action. And let's begin with the beginners intermediate again, like I stated, and let's begin with the warm-ups. Okay, round out, form a hoop, form a fist. Okay, turn to your right. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Palms down, palms on your waist. You're gonna raise your right hand about eyebrow level. Okay, side bends. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Next, palms in front of you. You're gonna tilt forward. Try to stretch. 1, 2, 3, switch to your right. 1, 2, 3, switch to your 1, 2, 3, palms up. Inhale, exhale. Okay, again, palms up, down. 1, 2, 3, switch to your right. 1, 2, 3, switch to your left. 1, 2, 3, palms up. Inhale, exhale. Good. Give me a second. We have a one-man show today because Lucian's on vacation. Just want to make sure it's working. Yep, it's good. Perfect. So hopefully there's no technical issues, but just want to make sure. Okay. Next, okay, we're gonna do waist rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1 and 2. Cross your arms, palms on your knees. Okay, knee rotations. 1 to your right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, palms on your waist. Okay, we're gonna do neck exercises. Turn your neck to your right, then your left. 12 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, tilting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Rotations 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, open up your stance, heels out, toes, heels, and toes. Okay, turn the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, interlace your fingers, turn to your right, stretch a little bit. Okay, switch. 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 Okay, you're gonna switch. Stand up a little bit. Gonna bend from the waist. Just go as far as you can. Okay, switch. Left side. Switch. Switch. Okay, middle. Just open up a little bit. Okay, you're gonna switch to your right. Rotate your spine. Okay, turn, switch to your left. Okay, middle. Okay, you're gonna bend one knee. So it should be your right. So your right knee, bend straight. Switch. Switch. You can put your toe down if you're able, you don't have to. Switch. Switch. Okay, one more time. Okay, middle. Okay, up. And come up. Shake it out. Okay, ready? Deep breathing. Palms up. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, knee raises, palms in front of you. Raise your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, next to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Check it out. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, punching. Feet 3 inches apart. Palms on your waist. Okay, one palm up. Your right hand. Okay, punch to your center. Okay, switch. I'm going to turn this. Okay, switch to the side. Okay, switch. Okay, next, both palms up. Okay, slightly turn the waist. One hand down, one up. Okay, continue. Okay, next, edge of the fist. Okay, begin. Switch. Okay, next, palms in front, circle punching. Okay, back fist. Okay, switch. And last one. Okay, next, horse stance. Okay, feet 3 inches apart, palms on your waist. Okay, slightly bend your knees, kick your heels out, toes, heels, toes. If you're standing up, try to bend your knees. So it's called horse stance. Imagine you're riding a horse. Okay, punching. Start with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Close. 1, 2, and 3. Low block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend, close. 1, 2, and 3. Middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Extend your palm, close. 1, 2, and 3. High block. Right hand first. Your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend your palm. 1, 2, and 3. Low block, middle block, high block. All 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3. Extend your palm, close. 1, 2, 3. Low block, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Both palms in front of you. Close. 1, 2, and 3. Middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Extend your palms. Close. 1, 2, and 3. High block. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Close. Okay. Palms together. Next, push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eyebrow level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, thrust, turn, make a circle, close. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, close your stance. Heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in. Shake it out. Deep breathing. Palms in front. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, and 3. Next, we're going to do the kicks. Okay, take your right foot, so it's your right. Bring it back, so you should be in a leaning stance. Okay, palms up, both palms. You're going to do 2 punches. 1, 2. Bring your knee up, kick, front, instep, kick. Come back. Okay, ready? 6 kicks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, next, switch. You should be kicking with your left foot now. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Switch. This kick, the next kick is going to be heel kick. 1, 2, pivot your foot, bring your knee up, try to kick with the bottom of your foot, so it should be the bottom, so that's the heel. Okay, 1, 2, kick. Okay, ready? 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, switch. Should be kicking with your left foot. 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next kick is going to be straight up. Try not to bend your knee, so your leg should be straight up. Sometimes referred to as an axe kick. Straight up and down. So just go as far as you can. 2 punches and a kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch. You're going to kick with your left foot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Next, roundhouse to your own waist. So it's your own level, your own waist height. Okay, 2 punches and a kick. 1, 2, bring your knee up, kick, bring your foot back. Okay, 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch. Should be kicking with your left. 6 counts. 1, 2. Oops, fix the mic. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. So someone else was using the mic, different size of a ear, so hopefully it won't fall out again. Okay, same kick, this time a little bit higher to your own head. So everyone's height is different. Try to kick as high as you can. Try not to injure yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Switch. Should be kicking with your left foot. 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Shake it out. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. So those were the basic warm-ups with the blocks and punches and kicks. So take a 30-second break, get a drink of water. I just want to make sure on the computer. I'll be right back, and then we'll go do the 5 stances. Right? Looks like we're still streaming in YouTube, so that's working. That's good. Next, we're going to do the 5 stances. Go through the first form, Moy Fa Kuen. Second form, La Gao Kuen. Third form, Bama Kuen. And the fourth form is, hopefully there's time, which is referred to as Jen Jen. Okay, 5 stances. All right, so I'm going to turn around. Going to look at my back. All right, so I'm going to try to do all corners, 4 corners. Okay, feet 3 inches apart. Okay, palms down. Okay, 1, 2, open up your palms, turn your palms, press forward with the edge of the fist, turn your palms facing you, close your fist, open up. Okay, bring your palms back, open up. Okay, press 3 times to the side. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, thrust. Okay, down, salute, close. Set up your hand. 1, bend your knees, open up, offset horse stance, block, slide step, turn, punch, leaning stance. Step up, left hand underneath, remove, turn your body and punch. 1, shift your weight, cross step. Dragons whips his tail. Okay, spin. Point your elbow, back fist, eyebrow level, twist stance, block, step up, suspended stance, punch. Step back, horse stance. Leaning, lean back, raise your foot, your knee up. You're gonna step or hop. I'm gonna just step 1, 2, 3, chop. Step up, leaning, uppercut, and close. Okay, next, I'm gonna face side view. Okay, set up your hands. 1, bend your knees, open up, offset horse stance, block. Cheurng Kuen, slide step, turn to leaning, punch. Step up, left hand underneath, remove, okay, punch. Turn your waist, shift your weight, cross step. Double block, or dragon's whips its tail, spin. Point your elbow, back fist, twist stance, step up, punch. Step back, horse stance, leaning. Raise your knee, hop, chop, leaning, uppercut, close. Okay, I'm gonna take 1 foot to the side. Set up your hands. 1, bend your knees. 2, open up, block. 3, slide step, turn, punch. Shift your weight, step up, remove. Turn your waist, punch. Shift your weight, block, spin. Corner back fist, twist your body, block, step up, suspended, punch. Step back, horse stance, leaning, raise your knee, up, hop, chop. Leaning stance, uppercut, and close. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, block, slide step, turn. 1, step up, remove, set up your palm, turn, punch. Shift your weight, block, spin, back fist, twist your body, block, suspended, punch. Step back, horse stance, leaning, up, hop, chop, uppercut, and close. Shake it out. Okay, deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. So those were the 5 stances. If you have any questions, you can ask them maybe next week. Lucian is not here, so there's no one managing the chat box. It's just Sifu and myself. So hopefully next week, he's on vacation this couple of days, so he should be back. If you have any questions, or you can email them at info.com, info@galvinchin.com. Okay, let's continue. First form, Moy Fa Kuen. Okay, so I'm gonna step to the side, palms down. Okay, ready? 1, middle block, bend your knees, step up, right foot, suspended, salute, step back, 1, 2, 3, 1, open up, high block, low block, twist stance, horse stance, leaning, dragon, set up your hands, step back, block, scoop, uppercut, remove, low block, turn, punch, squat down, leaning, uppercut, remove, turn punch, suspended, okay, horse stance, lean to the back, forward, drunken fist, okay, remove, high block, turn punch, squat down, uppercut, slide step, punch, squat down, trapping hand, cross hands, open, step up, leaning, palm, fix the mic, palm, remove, turn, punch, okay, step, leaning, left hand underneath, remove, turn, elbow. So I'm gonna face this way, back fist, palm, high block, outside crescent kick, jump, kick, press, trapping hand, back fist, remove, low block, turn, punch, shift your weight, step, 1, 2, block, slide step, turn, palm, scoop, press, kick, turn, punch, set up your hands, dragon, step back, block, slide step, turn, punch, middle block, suspended, salute, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was the first form. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. So that's usually the routine that beginners, students that come to the academy learn. That's the first form. It's called Moy Fa Kuen. Next we'll go through the second form, Lao Gao Kuen. Okay, feet 3 inches apart. Okay, palms down. Okay, 1, 2, middle block, bend your knees. Step 1, 2, suspended, salute. Okay, palms back, slide your foot back, shift your weight, turn your foot, middle block, suspended, salute. Step 1, 2. Okay, punch up, down, open, press, set up your hands, step up, block, punch, step back, leaning, forward, chop, scoop, press, kick, punch, 1, 2, block, slide step, turn, punch, step forward, set up your palms, diagonal punch, turn to leaning, double block, middle block, dragon, shift your weight, cross step, okay, spin, palm, scoop, press, kick, switch, thrust, open, okay, chop, diagonal punch, blade kick, set up your hand, phoenix eye, okay, step, you can do 1, 2, slide step, punch, gonna remove from the top, step up, elbow, straight down, back fist, step 1, 2, block, slide step, turn, punch, step forward, set up your palms, diagonal punch, leaning, double block, middle block, dragon, shift your weight, cross step, spin, palm, scoop, press, kick, switch, thrust, open, chop, diagonal punch, blade kick, set up your hands, phoenix eye. Okay, ready? Set up your palms, butterflies or cross step. 1, cross step. 2, flip your palms, step, horse stance, leaning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, offset, chop, slide foot, elbow, strike down, back fist, scissors fingers, so set up your palm, shift your weight, palms up, 1, 2, cross step, 3, thrust, set up your palm, salute, 1, 2, 3. That was the second form, Lao Gao Kuen. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do the third form, Bambukan, 7-star praying mantis. Okay, so feet 3 inches apart. Okay, ready? Palms down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Step through, punch. So I'm going to step back because I know the camera cuts off. Cross step, punch, elbow, back fist. Thrust, pull down, high block. Change your fist, scoop, set up your palms, step. 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? Pop, 1. So we're going to switch back because it's going to step. 1, 2, 3. Step through, punch. Grab, pull back, palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scoop, elbow. 1, 2. So let's, okay. 1, 2, punch. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Kick, jump, thrust, slap. 1. Turn to the other corner. 2. Turn to the other corner. 3. 1. Okay, punch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Switch, uppercut, scoop. 1. Sweep, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2. Chop. 1. Hook. 2. Back fist. 3. Cutting hand. Step. 1, 2, 3. Step through. Punch. 1. Turn. Set up your palms. Closing. 1 and 2. Shake it out. Deep breathing. Okay, inhale. 1, 2, and 3. Next will be the fourth form, Chen Chen. So I'm going to face the mirrors so you can follow from the back view. Hopefully you have been learning the sequence. If you're not, just try to follow the best you can. Okay. Feet 3 inches apart, palms down. 1, 2, 3. Step back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1. Separate the hands. Press. 2. Thrust. 3. 1. Turn. Thrust. Down. 1, 2, 3. Close. Offset. Trapping hand. Cutting hand. Palm. Short punch. 1, 2. 1, 2. Same thing. It repeats. Trapping hand. Cutting hand. Palm. Punch. 1, 2. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Open up. 1. Block. Palm to the chin. 1, 2. Scoop 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thrust. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Set up your palms. Close. Shift your weight. Step up. Slide your foot. Offset. Turn. Double block. Step up. Thrust. Turn. Palm. Slide step punch. 1, 2. Offset. Double block. Step up. Thrust. Turn. 1. Slide step punch. 1, 2. Shift your weight. Step. Set up your palm. Block. Scoop. Uppercut. Remove. Slide step. 1, 2. Change directions. Block. Scoop. Uppercut. Remove. turn, 1, 2, fix the mic, okay, shift your weight, step, 1, 2, block, slide step, turn to leaning punch, step up, horse stance, 1, 2, 1, 2, palm 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, punch, 1, 2, 3, shift your weight, step to the corner, so you're gonna punch to that corner, turn, corner back fist, step, palm, punch, remove, elbow, strike down, back fist, cutting hand, palm, shift your weight, jump, back fist, palm, step up, leaning. So I'm gonna switch because the camera is on this side. Back, 1, double back fist, shift your weight, step, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, fix this. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, dragon fist, high block, step up, chop, okay, scoop, okay, 1, claw, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Perfect timing. All right, see if it's gonna come in, deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Watch out my mic, it will take over.
Yeah, hi everyone. Minor took you through the forms, and as always, he gives you the presentation so that you can follow the movements. You know, copying the movements is very important, but you know, one of the things I've been actually talking about even in the live classes is how important the fundamentals are. A lot of things that I went over yesterday, even with some of the more advanced people, just to draw the relationship between some of the earlier forms and some of the forms that we have. So it's the standard movements that we have that are fundamentals are diagonal strike, double block put positions. These are standard movements that we want to practice over and over again so we have accuracy of position. Your position that comes in from there, or sink the elbow, or dragon claw, these are movements that you rely on as fundamental movements that actually become effective if you do them often enough. You know, we talk about low, middle, and high blocks. You know, we go through those over and over again as basic movements, but you know, that's what we're really building, is that muscle memory, body positioning. So when we do the low blocks or we do the middle blocks, the reference points that we use are really referencing our own body. So when you're doing your punches and there's a center line position, if we use the mirror, you can see the center line position, regardless of what form it is. You have your punches like this, and your punches like this. So you can see that the body form is very important in the timing. If you go from horse to leaning, while you could do it as 1, 2 as the basic relationship between what happens in a horse stance and what happens in the punch, the timing between this and this become much more integrated in application. Because when something comes in, you intercept the hand here, then the follow-up, the punch has to happen not simultaneously, but pretty close to it, because as soon as you interact, you have to finish the punch. You only have a split second to execute the offensive motion that changes the offensive motion to defensive offensive action. Because as you block and strike, it almost happens simultaneously. You don't block and strike at the same time, because when you do this, you haven't actually controlled the intercepting part of it and the striking part of it. So that applies to the vertical movement like that. Just like this, you intercept here and then this is followed up, because as we're intercepting here, our body is in the partial transition, and the finaling of the position becomes where the leg produces the power from that straightening of that back leg. So that's, you know, why we go from horse stance to leaning to horse. Those transitions you know, reversing in some form in order to create an action from the body. One of the things that we do in Kung Fu is actually work our legs, because the foundation of our stances is what's really important. So when we shift from here to here and then back, that action is so critical in getting good foundation movement from the legs. Because in traditional Kung Fu, we always talk about the root. The root is in the legs. Then the root is a metaphor to tie your legs to ground. So we have to have a grounding. We have to have a floor to stand on in order to create power, because the force is really coming from the relationship between gravity, your body weight, and the pressure created from the power in the legs, from the forces acting in as a response to that pressure. So the force that comes from ground is really what you rely on, because if you were standing in water, you really don't have a grounding, so your stance is what we call floating. So that's called foul. Your stance has to be sunken and deep into the ground. So one of the analogies they use is the root. So the root is like a tree. When they grow into the ground, it stabilizes the tree and doesn't allow it to tip. Now when those roots are severed, what happens? The tree will fall. Or if the grounding, the dirt or the soil that the roots are growing into isn't firm and isn't solid and doesn't produce enough weight, it doesn't allow it to attach and stay stable. So disrupting your opponent is actually that. You disrupt your opponent's root, which is actually breaking the grounding. So when you trip someone or you take someone and you take them, you broke the root of that person's foundation. So that's really how techniques are used. And breaking the root requires connection or disruption. So where's the disruption? When you intercept here and you turn, this is a disruption. When you sink your hand like this and you block here and strike, that's a disruption. What's a disruption? Because you moved the opponent's force in a direction that jostles the person or redirects that force, and the force takes the person. It's like a car. You know, when two cars crash, if it's angled like this, there's a deflection, and that deflection will vary based on the angle of interception. When you interact with the forces, you have to direct it. So when you neutralize a force, say a force comes to the body, a large angle like this, 90 degrees to that, will send that object out. But you don't need to meet a technique 90 degrees, because you only need to deflect it. So the angle of incidence, the connection at that point, the point of contact is here, and then all you need is a slight redirection, a slight deflection to take that force out of your path, and then you counterattack. That's how a technique works. Now in striking, your optimum force is going to be 90 degrees to the object. So if your opponent is here, you want to hit your opponent directly. You don't want to glance off that, because the glancing becomes a deflection. In blocking or redirecting forces, it's a glancing type thing where you use your technique to redirect. Like if you're learning gung and you step out and you go like this is a deflection. When I go like this and I turn, that's a deflection. When I block like this and turn, that's a deflection. If I take it down like this and turn like this, that's a redirection of a force. So there's terms that we use in application: interception, deflection, redirecting, absorbing. Those are all part of defensive movements. On the offensive side, it's striking, focus. Where do you strike? What targets you strike? So the target in striking really is facing your opponent and using your nose. Follow your nose. You follow your nose and you turn depending on where your opponent is. Now, even though I could hit to the side, I still have to look in that direction, because the direction of your force or your direction of your movement has to be synchronized like that. So the hands and eyes always have to work together. Okay, so these are concepts and principles, but they're practiced in your form. They're practicing your form because when you chun kill and you punch, the alignment of the body is the targeting and the following of the sight line and your nose, right? So the nose is here, you follow that direction. So you have to look, even though your body's only slightly twisted, you're gazing in that direction, and then your body will start to pick up on that strategy of directing the movement in alignment with your body's form. So body form, this is a body form, this is a body form, this is a body form. Every one of those has a specific place for the hand to be in. Your legs have to be here. Your foot can't be here, it can't be here. If it's here, you're going to tip over. If it's over here, you're too wide and exposed. So the foot has to be here. When you're in a horse stance, your legs are like this. It's offset in the Hung Gar. We're offset like this. We have a line that goes from here to here. There's your offset stance. If you pivot like this and you go back to traditional alignment, that's the square horse stance, that gives you a foundation. That has to be accurate. Okay. When we turn to the side in Chun Kyo, make sure this is about shoulder level, because if it's higher than shoulder level or overextended, then you're exposed. So when you block, now this is a block and a turn as a deflection. So if you block and you turn, you might step up and punch like this, or punch even on the way in. So that's what happens. This is redirecting the punch, because we're moving it from side to side, because they're right and left. Forward and backward is boom, boom. That's forward and backward. Okay, so your block is not forward and backwards. It's angular and right to left, or up and down, you see. So in up and down, you intercept here, but when you press, you really create a motion like this. So if you look from the side view, if I press like this is a cover hand. Covering is to place, like putting a lid on it. So if you intercept here and press, that's in this plane. But if you intercept here and you move, what happened is you created a circular motion, like a Chilon Choi, a circular punch. When you intercept here and you create the circular movement, that creates that, or creates that. That's taking it, deflecting, absorbing the strength. Because once you intercept here and you change like that, then you have an action, and then the follow-up, you might come back to here. So right from here, you can turn here, and then you can sink again. So sinking the hand, using your wrist, using your forearm, is sinking your bridge. Okay, sinking your bridge is really defensive. Now when we do our sink like this, it's for practicing in the form. You don't sink like this in the form, in application, because the movements are coming here. It's not coming here, so you wouldn't do that. What you have to do is angle into your center. So there's where it's like here, When you practice, it looks like it's here, but you actually sink, but your body has to turn, so when you intercept, it has to be here. Because you have to protect your center line. So that's why when you're using your hands, it's really relative to your body. When you're doing your form, it's relative to your body, but only relative spatially to align your body. So when we do this, we're pushing like this. But you actually don't strike here, you strike here into the center, because that's where your target is. That's where your optimum force is going to be, and the best alignment. Because if I strike from here and punch like this is not really good. It should be turning part of the body. It should be in my center, because the nose, the fist, and the knee should be on a single line. So these are really important principles, because all of your techniques will actually work toward that center, because you're usually only striking with one hand at a time. In a lot of the forms, we're doing two hands, but the thing is, that's just for training. No one runs into someone and punches like that. Two reasons. If you go like this, You're exposed here and here. Which hand responds? You always have to respond with one hand in a position that's more advantageous, because if I go like this, I protect here. If I go like this, I protect here. Because every time you throw a punch out or a kick, you're actually exposing yourself because you left an opening. So the idea of openings are what you have to learn to react to and to be able to spot. So that's part of really experience more than anything else. You know, when your hands go like this and they cover, you don't really cover with two hands. Even though the forms might do this and do this, you really only one of those hands is going to go down, and you might swap it. So you're not going to press and then tie yourself up like this. You know, when you get your handcuffs on, you're tied like this. That's not a good position to be in. So the thing is, you're here, is really your hands should separate so that you have up and down movement or right and left. So that's how you have to understand you know, the body movements when you're dealing with your own space, because that's where the techniques will come. If it's here, your hand has to be here. If it's here, your hand has to be here. If it's here, it has to be here. If it's here. So all of these up and down, right and left movements that we have really cover it on a defensive level that can turn to offensive, or offensive movements that turn defensive. You know, it's an exchange. So when I talk about techniques, we really don't specifically want to categorize everything as offensive and defensive. They can be both. This is a high block, this can be a strike. This is a low block, it also can be a removal. So all of these things become techniques and strategies. So Mina, we got about 5 minutes? 3 minutes. So, you know, while we've been going through the first, second, third, and fourth forms in many of the classes, we have to realize that sinking the elbow and positioning is important. Now, when you drop your elbows, you want your elbows down vertical. Like when you protect your head, you're inside your arms. You don't want to bring your elbows down outside of your shoulder width. No, so if you're like this, you're really not protecting yourself. You have to be in here, in front of your shoulders. Okay, so that's the vertical position. Now, this vertical position, if I open the angle like this, then you turn, then you're thrusting forward. Okay, so while this is elbow down, this is poking forward. When my elbows are down this way, where it's vertical, the force is here, the strength is here, up and down is here. So my strength is utilizing my arms like this, like in the fourth form. When you turn, we're turning like this. When we go like this, this is vertical down. You don't go like this because it doesn't have strength here. It has more strength here. So when you do this or this, it has to be closer here. It doesn't go like this. Okay. So most people think, well, if I go like this, my block must be more. It's safer to do that because I'm away. But you reach out. So there's a limit and a balance between what's effective and efficient and what is wasting energy and overreaching, which gives you less strength, and it's really not really a good position to retaliate, change that defensive movement to offensive because you're out of position. So when you're in this position, then you can go from here to here much quicker than from here. What do you do from here? You'd have to go like this, but that's actually not a good thing to do either, because when we do this, we actually want to be here, and then it comes out, because here or here or here really comes from where this elbow is. Once the elbow is out there, you no longer have a position to start from. So the starting position is the setup. So if you're punching like this and you turn, your position there is really what's critical and important. Okay, on that note, that gives you a lot of insight on what we're doing and developing from form. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have friends that are interested, by all means do that, and I'll see you next time.